you awake? These are the memories of the forgotten world. Sorry, but you should have known better.
Your face suddenly turned pale. Are you okay? You remembered something, didn't you? But why would you do such a thing in front of an ancient relic you've never seen before? Wait, who could it be?
You wouldn't have some red-eyed being whispering incessantly in your head now, would you?
Ah, it must be a black spirit. Those entities that bring ruin to all who sit— I was joking when I called you a living relic.
Eden, please, isn't that a bit too much? And yet, it may be wise to tell the others what we've just witnessed. The relic has begun to move. At this rate, the dark energies will.
The relic probably away.
I knew it! I knew you were trouble the moment I laid eyes on you. Forget what I said earlier. You aren't a lucky charm at all. Do you know how many hours of labor were wasted because of you? Are you going to explain this delay to that Janet or Geralt or whatever that stuck-up princess's name is?
Calm down, Laffy. If it weren't for this adventurer, we would have never found the Black...
You think that alone will...
Elezra, the White Witch? To think that she was part of your lost memories.
Why don't we speak more on the matter after returning to the Western Guard camp? Princess Durant's awaiting our report on the relic excavation results.
I bet she'll give us an earful after she hears of our findings, but that's for us to deal with. What about our friend here? Princess Durant won't let just anyone waltz right into the Western Guard camp.
Do you know of any way we might get on her?
The only time I've seen the princess's foul temper abate were the day she met with Grand Chamberlain Jordine. Truth is, we've been waiting for a wagon with supplies from Western Guard camp, but it's yet to pass by. I had a bad feeling something in the woods may have caused the wagon's delay.
It's a bit inconvenient, but...
I'm saved. I thought you'd walk right past me. What? My wagon's over there, broken into pieces. I just realized...
I saw you slay those wolves. I knew you weren't ordinary.
My name...
The moment... The moment I saw you slay those wolves, I knew you weren't ordinary. A weapon is more suited to your hand than a pickaxe. Well, one good turn deserves another. I've secured a job for you. Do as you're ordered, and you'll find your life becoming a bit more comfortable.
My name is Fania, and I am an officer of the Western Guard Camp. I'd rather not. I heard from Sir Roig that you are an...
It appears their skills were wasted digging for relics. You have been looking to hire mercenaries, have you not?
Let's consider this a formal interview, then.
See?
This is the Western Guard Camp, overseeing Eastern Balenos. Ah, Officer Fania, you're wounded.
I'm fine. Please tend to other soldiers who are more seriously wounded. Duvain, where is he? Seems he's not around. This is the one who saved us from the imps. Though the wagon was destroyed, we thankfully did not share that fate. And yet goblins again. Is that why the imps...
Gieth, king of the goblins, grows craftier by the day. Take a look beneath the bridge if you want to see what I mean. That's the work of the Goblin King.
The imps mistakenly believed that this slaughter was our doing. Long ago, this region was originally claimed by the goblins. One day, Red Nose, leader of the imps, suddenly appeared. I don't blame you for the day.
It seems things here have grown dire while our attentions were on the stone chamber. I need to go alert the princess of the situation immediately. Don't worry, I'll carry word of your deeds to her ear.
Why don't you go visit?
Recommendation from Officer Fania herself. The more skills you learn, the stronger you will. The more skills you learn, the stronger you. The more skills you learn, the strong. The more. The more skills you.
Eden's living relic! You should have sent word you arrived safely. We were worried sick. We thought the imps had dragged you off to their cave. We were just about ready to send you off. Would you have preferred a...
Spoons, Laffy? You know quite a lot about foreign customs. Hiding a secret lover from the land of the morning calm, are we?
Ahem. We've been granted an audience. Let us not keep the princess waiting now.
I suppose we'll find her if...
absolute rule over Serendia. Faith. Our faith in him, and his faith in us. I too demonstrated the capacity for good faith when I sent you off, and your favorable outcome is proof that my faith in you is rewarded. Does this not make me a most favorable counterpart to his lordship? Am I mistaken, my dear Roy? I place my faith in your good judgment as well, though those results currently seem to be less than favorable. My wagon of the finest Calphionian craftsmanship in pieces. The black stones that were the sole reason for me funding this excavation absent. Do you think I poured out such funding so that you could go dig up these worthless pebbles?
What we found was merely the empty remains of the stones, after the black spirits sealed within had consumed all of their power.
You don't look like an addled half-wit. Cut the spiritual nonsense and speak with some sense. You're professionals, are you not? You are being paid as such. With that payment comes the expectation of results, not half-baked excuses about spirits. You think these results will welcome me into Lord Jordine's strong embrace? Must I be ever haunted by the shadow of disappointment I'll cast across his chiseled face?
Ah, you've lost your memories, haven't you? Congratulations on your first castigation. It can be a burden to earn a living at times. Though it strikes me as odd. I heard all the black stones excavated, and why is this Jordine fellow...
Since there aren't any black stones left in the stone chamber, I guess it's time that we set off for another excavation site. One possessed by a black spirit may briefly gain great power and wisdom, but their ultimate fate is to succumb to its darkness and become a monstrosity. I pray you remain on the right path, for anything so easily gained can also be easily lost.
Stop scaring them, my boy. Keep your mind and body sharp at...
From our first encounter, I knew there was more to you than meets the eye. If you live as long as I do, you become quick to spot these things. I have a proposal for you. What say you to working for Her Royal Highness, Princess Jarette? Excellent. Take this letter of recommendation to Captain Cliff. He serves an excellent.
Ah, the princess's recommendation. I heard the news from Officer Fania. You saved them all from the imp's aggression. We are currently tasked with finding the source of all this chaos. The very leader of the imps himself, Red Nose. He suddenly appeared one day and kicked all the goblins out. Now he's been sighted launching small-scale raids into the settlements nearby. But first, we need to deal with these steel imps. Set off immediately for the northern bridge and defend this...
see. Already the soldiers in the western... Let's use this momentum to track down Red Nose. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. However, we still don't know much about Red Nose. A few days ago, some of our soldiers encountered Red Nose. Not everyone made it out, but perhaps you can speak to the lucky ones who did. I will be waiting.
His nose was so incredible. I was patrolling the northern forest when I felt a cold energy behind me. When I turned around, I saw an imp the size of an house. Boy, that imp was strong. He was pretty agile too, considering his giant physique and all. He sprung at me like a frog. I nearly died that day. I reckon that's what getting hit look.
The armor. Useless after the beating it took. The armor. This? Huh. What's this doing here? This belongs to one of our...
No, that's not mine. You've got the wrong idea. I had nothing to do with that skirmish. Well, I mean, I did, but not on purpose. I was off duty, heading into Velia. They've got this smoked chicken. My wife is pregnant and she loves the stuff. Anyway, I spotted an imp wandering alone, sort of drunk-looking, stumbling about with a crooked nose. Well, this is rather embarrassing, but I blicked him on the head and said, "Hey, pal, you red nose or something? Skulking about all alone here?" The ground started to quake beneath me. I swear, Red Nose really appeared.
You started this whole commotion, and you didn't even have...
It was up. I think the important thing now is distracting the imps. You're up for the task.
It's you, the living relic. Don't look so surprised. Eden won't shut up about you. Look here, I've caught a useful prisoner. Exactly how is a trade secret. You've got that shocked expression on your face. Ready to be really blown up.
I told you, I don't know where the boss is. Our boss comes and goes as he pleases.
Hey, Eden told me that you are an expert on this.
No one knows where the boss's hideout is.
Then I shouldn't have wasted my time capturing you.
Do you think I knew I'd get caught like this? Wow, look at the brains on this beanstalk. And you think us imps are stupid? Red nose or blue nose, the beanstalk asks, with without even thinking to ask about Tiny Nose?
Oh, Tiny Nose. Who's Tiny Nose?
What? I said nothing. I'm sorry. Me. Red Nose and Tiny Nose are brothers! Yes! Delicious! Can I have some now?
Well, the chef might have some leftovers.
Tiny Nose is clever. He makes deals with beanstalks like you. Beanstalks give delicious cooked wolf meat to Tiny Nose. He loves it. And in return, Tiny Nose gives mineral wagons to humans. Humans love them. Meat. Sweet and succulent wolf meat. Please, you'll give me some, right? Huh?
There must be more to it. I must let our captain know. I think I know how the imps got a hold of weapons.
I will look for traces of red.
Shush, shush. You need to lower the voice. Shh. Really? How did you know I like this? I've prepared a mineral wagon. Huh? Our boss. One rainy day, he was wiping away his tears in seclusion after being roughed up for his shiny schnoz, when he was discovered by a man wrapped in black robes. He opened his hand to reveal a wishing black stone. Red Nose prayed before this man clad in black. I wish for the power to flatten. The man told Red Nose to remember that mark. Say,
black stones. That makes sense. All things accounted for. Of course I know about black stones. I told you Eden and I were acquainted. And now, let's review the information we've gathered up. Grows to gigantic proportions when enraged. How might we prod him into such a state? Right, I'd almost forgotten the magical power of mockery. Good, now it's my turn. I've happened to discover something meaningful nearby. Using the information you gathered from the Western Guard camp, I tracked. You can see here traces of Red Nose's hopping mad rampage. What a gruesome scene. Those soldiers were someone's husband or brother. I was racking my brain over how to hunt down Red Nose, but black stones being the source of his power may just be the key. Take this potion. You'll be able to follow the energy signature of Blackstone. What? You think I'm trying to put... Oh, can you see it? Those are his tracks. Hold on, don't touch it. I dare say, did you just lick that? No. It's Red Nose's hideout. Why don't you take a step back? Fania's soldiers will be here soon. It's best to fight together.
You not only tracked down Red Nose's hideout, but defeated him all on your own. That's something. How could someone with such prowess find themselves shoveling dirt for some pretty boy in a headband? How would you feel about putting your potential to better use? The people could use a champion like you. I'll inform his lordship of your interest.
If you would just hand over the black stone that was in Red Nose's possession.
Apologies, Your Highness, but I couldn't find it. He likely...
Then it was all for naught. No, not quite. It was your first task, and your performance was commendable.
Yes, Princess. They met every measure of your recommendation. They're a fine.
Tiny Nose's information was instrumental to defeating Red Nose, but he is also directly to blame for drawing out this feud.
We found evidence of them trading military supplies with humans. This allowed them to be quickly battle-ready.
A prisoner of war should be kept chained, but it would be a shame to waste such talent and intellect. Seeing as how you unearthed his whole operation, I'll entrust you to decide Tiny Nose's fate.
I've got loads of connections. I'm also a great worker.
We've lost track of Red Nose, but we must keep seeking the stone that consumed him. There's a coastal village nearby, Velia. Go to Alustin, a wise man there, and report...
I've sent word to the Velia Vigil...
I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante. Aren't you the one being credited with defeating Red Nose? Your praises are being sung by the great Captain Cliff. If you'd chosen to enlist, I'm certain you'd have been... Anyway,
This says that Red Nose has been defeated!
If that's the case, why the hell's this village still in this state? I heard they're still drafting soldiers. How about you? It's all because of those damn goblins.
My love, what will I tell Helen? To think I'd be widowed at my age.
I prayed this year would be free from that curse, and yet here we are in another drought.
Aye, and the chief's granddaughter's coming of age this year.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
What's the meaning of all this?
The trade wagon that left yesterday has been raided. Again.
Hardell is considering severing ties with us.
Goblins again? How many guards do we need to stop them? The entire guild will starve at this rate.
Oh, wise one, this village is filled with bad spirits.
Shouldn't we do something with the chief's granddaughter first?
In times like these, we need to stay vigilant from within as well. And to do so,